Alright, hello everyone. I'm Top Tick Advance, and it's 3 a.m. I'm a little bit exhausted, but I know there is a. Sorry about that. I know there is a new Pokemon Pocket set that has a trailer released, and I have tried my best to avoid any and all spoilers, but unfortunately, there's just some that you just cannot avoid. But I already know of a few things. Heck, I might even see it in the thumbnail. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open up or just find it. I haven't looked at my screen yet, but so here we go. We got a here. It's called Mega Shine. Mega Shine. All right, came up 18 hours ago. Like I said, it's 3 a.m. and I was told of 2 megas. I was told of 2 megas that are going to be in this set, but I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's just get right into it, and we'll talk about the cards afterwards. Mega Shine. Mega Gengar EX, and it's shiny. Mega Charizard X. Oh man, I was told about that too. Oh man. Alright, we got 4 more shinies. What? I missed that. Empoleon and Phione? Slowpoke, Calem, Haxorus. Alright, very interesting way to introduce themselves. I actually forgot to mention this briefly, but just comparing to the last trailer, Paldean Wonders, well, the way they presented it and the music I honestly did like, but they also showed some cards, and it's just like, oh, it's cool. It's gonna be like, didn't really give us anything too exciting, except like Charizard EX and Goldengo EX, but other cards that weren't revealed in that same set actually turned out to be, kind of cool, like Janpao and there's like Armor Rouge, whatever, just like the other EX cards, Belly Bolt especially. But they can't just show us every EX card, so let's hope I remember how to. Alright, I remember the keys, so we are just gonna go right into it. I'm gonna hopefully pause at the right time. Oh, Mega Shine. I gotta stop pausing, hitting pause, sorry. Alright. So we have Mega Gengar EX, Stage 2 Dark type. I know Gengar already exists as a Psychic type. Is he Stage 2, which is pretty interesting. Well, no, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, because assuming there's nothing that's changed about this, there is a Ghastly, I think it's called, and has 50 HP, meaning that you could pull it with Lycia, so you can get the basic down pretty easily with that card. And if you're playing the 50 HP version, Mega Gengar EX, 3 darkness, 1 colorless, Labyrinth of Shadows. During your opponent's next turn, they can't play any trainer cards from their hand. Oh man, that's kind of funny to think. I was trying a regular Gengar deck before this set was even announced, before I even knew it was coming, because I just kind of like the concept of they can't play any play any supporters, maybe like handlock them. But I always felt that Darkness was kind of the archetype that could do that, because they have like, what is it, Dark Pendant, and there's Mega Absolute EX that just discards a card from your opponent's hand. So I always saw Darkness as the type that had this little archetype of messing with your opponent's hand. And Gengar just seems to be the Pokemon that just restricts your opponent's hand. So I can kind of see why this would be a dark, because imagine if you had like a Psychic Ramp and this might come out a little too soon. I just don't know how I feel about a stage 2 with 4 attack. Right now I really don't. I don't know if there's like any real way to generate darkness energy. So just as of right now, you're gonna have to just manually play 3 dark type, 3 dark energy on a Pokemon, maybe like try to stall with Chingling, and have like another ramp like a baby Pokemon, because that one colorless can be anything. But 4, I mean, the effect of the attack is honestly, really strong. It's gonna hurt. Means that their turn is just gonna be not so optimal. But again, at this point, is it like a win more maybe? I mean, I guess we'll see. I mean, there are people who look at cards and they just end up being wrong. But that's what makes these exciting, just the first initial look. And we have the shiny version and we have the shiny version who may want to see this. This is, I think, I feel like Shining Revelries might be a similar theme, but I didn't play at that time yet. But yeah, the shiny looks really cool, especially the rainbow effect. Alright, so I was spoiled about one of these, but I am actually really, really stoked about this one. Mega Charizard X EX. We already had Mega Charizard Y. For anyone who needs to remember, it is, I believe, 3 fire energy, 1 colorless, deal 250, but deal 50 to itself. Yeah. Here we have Mega Charizard X. 3 fire energy, Raging Blaze, 100 attack. If this Pokemon's remaining HP is 110 or less, this attack does 80 more damage. Okay. Oh man, that's a bit risky there. So it's gonna need to be less than half of its HP and still survive to do 180 damage with no downside. Remember, I think Genetic Apex Charizard was what was it? Was it 2 or 3 fire energy? It was like 4 energy in total, I believe. Like 2 or 3 were fire, the rest were colorless, and it would discard 2 fire energy. And that was the downside for that. And then we saw Charizard Y with the downside of dealing 50 to itself. Now here it's like already need to be damaged, and then it could deal 180, which is the 3rd lowest Charizard attack. The other Charizard was like Steam Artillery, where you had to like use an energy to gain fire energy, then attach another one, and then you just do 150 no downside. But this is, I feel, is a lot more obtainable than Mega Gengar EX, because there are ways to ramp fire energy, such as the stage 1 Charmeleon. Oh, we see the name here, Charmeleon, as well as Flame Patch. If you have double Flame Patch and you were able to get like 2 fire energy in your discard pile, which might not be too hard, because I know like with Mega Charizard Y, there's a lot of play with, it sees a lot of play with Entei. So if Entei dies and like all this fire energy is just being ramped up, yeah, so I could maybe see this being like a 2-turn kill, as long as you keep this healthy and you let your opponent hit it, and then you just do a 2-hit KO with more damage. I could maybe see that being the way Mega Charizard X is played. Interesting attack, honestly. I'm sure there's going to be people that's going to make it work. And of course, the shiny one actually looks really nice, honestly. I've never really seen like this darker version of Charizard. Has retreat cost of 2. Mega Gengar had 1. All right, more shinies. We have a basic Pineco, 60 HP, hang down for 10. Dragonair, 80 HP Dragon, so stage 1. Take a water and lightning energy from your energy zone and attach them to this Pokemon. All right, I see you. That actually looks really fun to play with. I think like Dragon Knight is the stage 2, and it requires water and electric. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's like I'm just thinking of like some of the people like who like Dragon Knight, and this is going to be a big boost to that kind of deck. It's also just like really hard because I'm pretty sure the best Pokemon Pocket decks all play one energy type for consistency's sake. So yeah, I used to play with like multiple energy types, and when you just don't get the energy that you need for that turn, it just feels awful. So I think Sky's Blessing is a really, really helpful ability, and it has no weakness to anything, which is kind of nice. Okay, so I'm sorry. I almost read it as Zorua. It's actually Zorua. 60 HP. Surprise attack for 40. Flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. All right. One dark for 40 is... It's not too bad. Of course, there's a downside of flipping a coin. Don't know if you really want to play Will for this specifically, but this is going to take out 30 HP baby Pokemon. Can't really think of anything that's 40 HP right now. Maybe the fossil cards. They might be 40 HP. Could be wrong. If I'm wrong, then that, yeah. 40 is an interesting threshold. Then we got Ponyta. Ponyta? I'm sorry. The blue flame looks really sick, though. 6 HP. Singe. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. Alright. You know, nice little 1 energy. Hit him with a status effect. Put a poison barb on that. I can imagine how annoying that would be. Alright. Oh. Okay, a lot of these are just repeats. I was just making sure there's no other cards revealed on accident. Whoa. Okay, so here we go. So we got Empoleon. Is that Trubbish? And this is the Phione. We got Empoleon, which is a stage 2, 130 HP. Emperor Strike deals 80 plus. 2 water, 1 colorless. If your opponent's active Pokemon has more remaining HP than this Pokemon, this attack does 60 more damage. Alright, so 140. 140 damage. First card that I thought about when seeing this is what is that called? Starting Fields. That stadium that gives basics more HP. Empoleon's a stage 2, so it's not going to get the plus 20 HP. But if the opponent is a basic, it can certainly enable that. Then my technicality, it's like 120 damage that it's doing, but just a fun little pop that I could maybe think of. But then again, how many basics are gonna have HP to match Empoleon? Or Empoleon's probably gonna need to take some damage. Definitely needs to take some damage. I don't know how I feel about 130 though. Retreat cost of 1, so no heavy helmet. Alright. Then we got Phione. Looks like a Manaphy. Yeah, what's going on here? Pretty sure Manaphy's a basic too. And this one's a basic as well. 70 HP. Aqua Turbo for 1. Take a water energy from your energy zone and attach it to one of your bench Pokemon. Alright, so it's an offensive Mantike. I'm sorry. I know water is definitely interesting when it comes to ramp, because I know last set we had a Baxcalibur, and I heard that when the game started, a card like Misty really influenced the cost of water types, and it just kind of put Dina or whatever, the company in a hole for a little bit when it comes to designing water types. But it's nice to see that they're a little more comfortable giving the water support. Yeah, take 1 water energy, attach it to one of your bench Pokemon. Alright. Yeah, if it has 70 HP, so if you're able to keep this alive, then it can just constantly generate energy. Almost like an Earthworm that we got from last set. So we got a Slowpoke. Does that say Headbutt? Might be Headbutt for 2. Oh, Morpeko. I actually want to see what the Slowpoke said. It said Headbutt. Morpeko. 70 HP. Almost looks like a zombie Pikachu. Wait. 2 Dark Energy. Energizer Wheel 50. Move 2 Dark Energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. Okay, I see now. I see the support now. Yeah, so 2 energy, and then the 2 just goes away. It just soaks up hits that you don't want your Mega Gengar EX to take. Oh man, I was gonna say like maybe it might not take that many turns to do it, but no, you still need to attach the energy to something, so it's still gonna be a bit slow. Maybe some kind of stall type of build, and this is a basic. I'm thinking of like you do Nihilego and you attach a poison barb to this, make them not want to hit it. Hopefully you have 2 energy on this, and then like your other one has 1 energy. Your first Morpeko faints, put up the second Morpeko, attack, attach the 2 energy to your Mega Gengar EX. It is stage 2, so you want to protect it. Try to get all your pieces, obviously the basics and the rare candy, and just slowly hope you get to that end game. We still don't know if that end game is powerful or not, though, but this is interesting to see, especially after seeing Mega Gengar EX. Scyther is a 70 HP grass type basic. U-turn, colorless. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Oh man, that's fun. It's a colorless, so there's definitely so you can put it in anything you want. I don't know any real strategies that would. Sorry, like I said, I'm tired. I don't know any real strategies that would use this, but I can definitely see this being annoying. What's that other one? Jump Bluff it's called? I think it's called Jump Bluff, yeah. Play Scyther, throw in Meows, throw in Oricorio, and just be annoying. You can run this with Oricorio, actually. It's a colorless. Calem. Alright, Calem, draw a card for each Mega Evolution Pokemon EX in play, both yours and your opponent's. Alright, that's interesting. I can really see this only drawing 1. And if I'm being honest with you, I feel like if you're at that point in the game and you just like need to draw cards, just my personal thoughts, it might be a little too late. Unless the opponent However, has the Mega out and you're just building up. I could see maybe you just draw 1 or 2, which is basically just another professor's research, but a conditional professor's research. And I'm sorry to say, that's not the strongest thing. Haxorus, 150 HP dragon type it's called. Looks sick though. Stage 2. Frenzied Blade. This attack does 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent. It's a fighting, steel, and colorless. Almost like a Suicune in a way. But it already has a higher base attack. Or was Suicune, like if no player had any benches, it would do 0. Any bench Pokemon, it would do 0. But yeah, this is almost like that, but a little bit of extra work. And they pull a shiny. Yep, shiny Gengar. Themed booster pack, March 25th. Yeah, they always release it like about a week. Or like less than a week after this comes out. So, yeah, this was Mega Shine. Honestly, not the worst trailer I've seen. What was that stage? Not stage 1. The one near the end. Morpeko, yeah. Morpeko is definitely interesting. Thinking about it, there's definitely a lot more Pokemon that this could maybe see some kind of play with. There's Mega Absol, where if you're playing a deck with Mega Absol and you don't draw Absol in time to start attaching energy to your Pokemon, you could maybe put it on Morpeko. Then when you have Absol, play Morpeko, sacrifice it, put it on your Mega Absol. This dies, you bring in your Mega Absol, you start wailing for fruit without additional energy. It doesn't work with Darkrai like that, though, unfortunately. Pretty sure Darkrai specifically says dark energy from the energy zone, not from any other source. So, no plus 40 damage when you're doing that. Although that would be really cool. So yeah, that is an exciting one. Empoleon, pretty cool looking Pokemon. Interesting condition. Aqua Turbo, really cute, really fun. Cheap ramp for water. Dragonair with Sky's Blessing is also absolutely interesting. Just being able to take 2 different energy types and attaching it to a non-basic, because baby Pokemon and Ho-Oh, I'm pretty sure only attach energy to basics, and this is stage 1 that says I could do this. Almost reminds me of, so is it Ivysaur, Bulbasaur, Venusaur, or Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur? It's one of the stage 1s, but it's almost like Synthesize, where you have it in the active spot, you hope it survives after using the ability, and you just ramp energy. Next turn, you play the stage 2, and you just have the energy requirement to start attacking. It's not going to be exactly like that, because Ivysaur, Mega Venusaur, has tools like Heavy Helmet, because the stage 1 has 3 retreat costs. There's Quick Growth Extract. And I don't think Dragon types have that kind of support yet. But yeah, it looks really cool, and I definitely like the idea. You could probably have a Dragonite, put Memory Light on it, and then you could just start Sky's Blessing itself. Mega Charizard X is also really interesting. I don't see it as much as like a 2-hit K, as a 1-hit KO Pokemon. I can kind of see it as like a 2-hit KO, take some punishment, then just deals a lot more back. This is the only way I can envision the bonus of the attack to ever go off. It's just going to need to take 110 HP or more for this to proc. Not saying I definitely think it's a lot more possible than some of the other attacks that we've seen. I genuinely think this is a lot more possible. And 3 fire energy. Again, you just have the 1 additional energy that you get for free, and 2 flame patches. This attack is immediately online. I'm definitely going to be looking for this one. Well, not the shiny version, of course. Oh, as we look at the shiny version, and the shiny version of the other card. But yeah, Mega Charizard X. I like this a lot more than the shiny. I don't know why. I'm sorry, I just do. And then we have probably the poster child, Mega Gengar. Again, Labyrinth of Shadows. Didn't really think it'd have a good chance of popping this off until I saw... I'm forgetting the name already. Until I saw Morpeko, yeah. Is that the end? Okay, there we go. But yeah, I am really bad at this. But yeah, Morpeko definitely gives Mega Gengar EX a much higher chance to do what it wants to do. You know, play Morpeko, let those die. Maybe they can poison the opponent if you have non-legal support, and then you could maybe play Mars. So they only have 1 card. But they won't be able to play that 1 card. So yeah, just like a real way of... Actually, no, there's Dark Pendant too. Yeah, so there's a lot of ways you could maybe play with Mega Gengar and Morpeko. Absolutely a handful of ways to make this work. Or make this somewhat playable. And I actually want to look at this at the very end because we saw the Gengar, we saw the Charizard. We didn't see the Mew. Man. Is that going to be like another reprint or something? And then we saw like, we have 3 of the other shiny Pokemon that were revealed in that little 4 slot. That little 4 slot here. But yeah, definitely the cogs in my head are turning. Anything new with Pocket to me is just exciting, especially Sky's Blessing here. I really like the potential of what some of these cards can do. But yeah, if I'm not blocking it, this is it says PDT time at 6 p.m. March 25th. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of when seeing these cards. I mean, we all know that there's definitely going to be a lot more once we finally get the set. I'm going to be looking through all the cards in the list, seeing what abilities they have, and of course opening some packs when that time comes. So thank you all so much for watching, especially if you've made it this far in the video. And yeah, hopefully I get some content rolling out before Mega Shine finally comes out, because I already have a backlog of content that I already want to share with you guys. Thank you, and have a good rest of your day.